Because our players are deaf, that doesn't mean we can't play football. We want our players to have that same opportunity that hearing players have.
The biggest thing I've learned from football is discipline. Being disciplined can help you control the things you can in life. Life can throw a lot of unexpected things in your path. Especially as a deaf person, I face a lot of unnecessary barriers. This is where my football journey started. Everything since 8th grade until I graduated high school. Everything that I learned is on this same field that I brought into college. Every once in a while, some of us miss the small details, and then it leads to a big mistake or a play being completely run wrong. We're a deaf team, and when we show up, the opposite team always has the same comments. They always say, "Don't you dare lose to a deaf team." That becomes our pride, to prove them wrong, and to show them that we can compete equally against them.
I am the head football coach of the best deaf and hard of hearing football team in the world. We have some players who don't know ASL when they arrive. We have some players who are fully deaf, their first language is ASL. You need to have all 11 players on the same page or you will not have success. You know, we don't use like a fake language to call plays, we just use ASL. Sometimes it's a challenge. What if the sun is in the quarterback's vision? Sometimes the biggest challenge for me when I arrive is trying to get the attention of a player. Football is a game of inches. If we're set up wrong, 1 inch, that affects the play. If I can't get the attention of our player, we have to live with mistakes. In January 2022, AT&T contacted us and asked us if we were interested in using and developing some technology that could possibly level the playing field for our players. So the AT&T 5G helmet is a one-way communication device between player and coach. So our playbook is in the tablet. I can pick a play. In real time, it shows up on the quarterback's lens, which is an augmented reality. He calls the play in the huddle, ready, break, and we're off.
Me, I feel like a superhero. It's a wonderful feeling to have the information in real time with the helmet on. You have to understand that we have 25 seconds on the play clock. And I'm looking through the lens of the helmet with this new technology. It makes that time much more effective for me.
I think that the helmet's going to help us level up. It's the start of something great. It does help us pick up what we're overlooking in sign language.
We have a red light that flashes, that shows up in the visual display, and that can mean stop or look for the coach.
This new technology from AT&T gives us a chance to compete and bridge the gap.
Are we ready? One of the things we really loved about partnering with Gallaudet on this helmet was Coach Chuck and his willingness and openness to try not only this product, but to take feedback, iterate, that ultimately led to the creation of what his team is using today. I think inclusion is important in sports for the same reasons it's important in every other aspect of our life. because inclusion allows the full utilization and the full benefit of the talent that the person brings to whatever it is that they are doing.
It's definitely going to benefit kids who are in a mainstream environment. If they're the only deaf kid on the team, they're missing a lot. And I think that the helmet can really improve their experience. And you could put deaf kids in a position that you never thought you'd be able to. They can be a quarterback. They can be in those important positions that they never thought they'd be able to because they didn't have smooth communication with their coach.
There's some really good deaf and hard of hearing players that are good enough to play at the highest levels. Now let's see what we can do.